Are you looking for 8 best things to do in Ann Arbor? Whether you are seeking to cheer at the Michigan Wolverines at a university soccer sport or kayak down the tranquil Huron River Water Trail, Ann Arbor has something for you. Museum fanatics could have lots of alternatives way to the University of Michigan's 16+ museums, starting from the Museum of Natural History to the Museum of Art. Or, in case you'd as a substitute experience an extra herbal shape of beauty, head to the college-affiliated Matthaei Botanical Gardens and Nichols Arboretum, which characteristic photo-worth wooded area perspectives and rugged trails outside campus. The Ann Arbor HandsOn Museum is a success amongst households with younger kids, and Kerrytown is really well worth touring for its farmers market, boutiques, and attractive eating alternatives. You also can get tickets to peer a black and white film on the unfashionable Michigan Theater or walk down Nichols Arcade. An ancient buying region courting returned to 1918. Here is the list of 8 best things to do in Ann Arbor. 1. University of Michigan. As the crown jewel of Ann Arbor, the University of Michigan boasts a number of the town's pinnacle attractions. Start your go-to with the aid of using traveling the manicured grounds of the campus, which changed into opened in Ann Arbor in 1837. UM has a complete enrollment of approximately 48,000 college students and stretches throughout a huge 207 acres. You'll discover University of Michigan homes dispersed for the duration of Ann Arbor. 11. Though the primary campus is centrally placed within the town close to parks, museums, bars, and eating establishments, when it involves activities on campus, you might not be left scratching your head. The college is domestic to 30 lovely libraries and extra than 16 museums, such as the Museum of Natural History, the Museum of Art, the Kelsey Museum of Archaeology, Matthaei Botanical Gardens, Nichols Arboretum, the Herbarium, and the Syndicus Museum of Dentistry. Other factors of hobby encompass the William W. Cook Law Quadrangle, a 10-acre compound comprising pristine inexperienced area and extraordinary Gothic fashion homes, the Gerald R. Ford Library, and Hill Auditorium. You'll even discover a resort and eating places at the premises. Campus traffic praise the fabulous structure and have been wowed with the aid of using the sheer length of the college. They additionally love the various museums on webpage. 2. University of Michigan Museum of Natural History. The Museum of Natural History changed into based in 1956. 11. Though the college commenced amassing and storing artifacts and specimens as early as 1837, then known as the Exhibit Museum, it changed into formally renamed the University of Michigan Museum of Natural History in 2011, and in 2019 it moved right into a brand new facility on campus. Popular well-known shows encompass dynamic space on the trail of the mastodons in which male and girl mastodon skeletons stand aspect with the aid of using aspect, and under the microscope, which explores existence on the mobile level. There is likewise an on-web page planetarium. Visitors to the museum have been inspired with the aid of using the distinct well-known shows and large quantity of records within the new facility. They extolled the well-designed area and stated their kids cherished the hands-on sports dispersed for the duration of. 3. University of Michigan Museum of Art. The University of Michigan Museum of Art, or UMMA, opened in 1909 as a battle memorial, alumni workplace, and artwork area. Today, it's miles one of the oldest campus museums within the United States, protecting extra than 21,000 portions of artwork. Collections encompass Asian, African, and Western artwork in all styles of mediums, such as photography, glass, and metal. Permanent well-known shows characteristic the works of artists like Claude Monet, Pablo Picasso, and Andy Warhol. The museum additionally has an auditorium for lectures, movie screenings, and different events. Recent tourists determined the museum to be complete and informative. For many, UMMA's small link labored to their advantage. The potential footprint allowed shoppers to get by plenty of the collections. 4. Matthaei Botanical Gardens and Nichols Arboretum. The Matthaei Botanical Gardens and Nichols Arboretum are operated with the aid of using the identical corporation at the grounds of the University of Michigan. The Matthaei Gardens characteristic 11 outside areas with bonsai, medicinal plant life, and seasonal blooms, in addition to about 3 miles of scenic trails. There is likewise an indoor conservatory. This is open year-round. perfect in case you are touring for the duration of Michigan's icy months. At Matthaei's Vacationer Center, you'll discover maps and different records in addition to restrooms and a snack bar. Recent tourists had not anything however tremendous matters to mention approximately the expansive grounds and fabulous flowers, noting its miles a remarkable appeal for every age. Meanwhile, Nichols Arboretum is a joint operation among the City of Ann Arbor and the University of Michigan. It is a 123-acre assets with various landscapes, starting from wetlands to forests to glacial grounds. At the Arboretum, tourists can hike as much as panoramic perspectives and experience the tranquility of nature without venturing a ways from civilization. Recent tourists remarked Nichols is a satisfying hidden gem, and plenty have stated the Peony Garden, which commonly blooms among overdue May and mid-June, is a must-see. 5. Huron River Water Trail. The Huron River Water Trail covers 104 miles via Michigan's Lower Peninsula and welcomes extra than 2 million traffic annually. The paddling zones of the river variety from raging rapids to calm waters. Ann Arbor is the most important of 5 trail towns in which traffic can input the river, discover services like parks and boat garage, and common close by campgrounds, lodges, and eating establishments, while paddling is to be had with inside the spring and summer. Traffic can cross USA, ski, snowshoe, and ice skate with inside the region in the event that they go to with inside the wintry weather months. The Ann Arbor vicinity of the Huron River Water Trail contains miles 53 to 46. Popular release factors alongside this phase encompass the Argo Nature Area and Livery, in addition to the Gallup Park and Livery. At Argo, tourists can hire canoes, kayaks, and multi-person rafts to paddle downstream via stunning scenery, placid ponds, and Argo Cascades, which functions adrenaline-pumping artificial drops, and pools. At Gallup Park, select among canoe, kayak, paddleboat, and rowboat leases on your river adventure. On shore, the park functions a 3-mile asphalt trail, playgrounds, fishing spots, picnic regions, and concession stands. 6. Kerrytown. If you're seeking out a real Ann Arbor culinary experience, Kerrytown is the region to discover it. Named after County Kerry in Ireland, the district changed into a part of the authentic Ann Arbor village courting returned to the mid-1800 seconds. In the 1960s, builders delivered a primary buying and eating region to the eclectic community, and known as a Kerrytown market and shops. Much of the architectural individual from a long time beyond nevertheless remains. Traffic can count on to discover brick homes and sidewalks, authentic uncovered beams, transformed 19th century factories, and extra. Kerrytown market and shops is domestic to a number of the town's maximum cherished eating mainstays, such as the Ann Arbor Farmers Market and Zingerman's Deli, a neighborhood group. This has served up top-rate deli sandwiches, cheeses, olive oils, smoked fish, and extra for the reason that 1982, among different meat, fish, and convey markets, you will additionally discover sit-down eating places with delicacies starting from vegan to Korean, plus a Sweetwater's espresso store location. 7. Ann Arbor HandsOn Museum. Opened in 1982 in an ancient Hearth Place station, the Ann Arbor HandsOn Museum is an interactive, family-pleasant technology center. It has attracted around 6 million traffic for the reason that its inception and pursuits to introduce kids of every age to the STEM technology, engineering, and math fields of study. Favorite well-known shows encompass the H2OH water play region with Inside the Concourse and the Michigan Nature Experience, which functions an interactive nature wall and geology samples. Recent tourists spoke distinctly of the museum, pronouncing it has something for infants all of the manner as much as preteens. They additionally stated that the power changed into smooth and well-maintained. 8. Michigan Theater. The Michigan Theater opened in 1928 as a mixed vaudeville degree and film house. It has passed through some renovations over the years and nowadays gives audiences with 3 screening areas to view movies and stay concerts. The main auditorium holds 600 people, the screening room has 200 seats, and the annex cinema holds 60. The theater gives programming 12 months a year, and Beyond Traffic praised the old-timey experience of the theater, in addition to the curated listing of movies and stay acts. Still, now no longer all shoppers like the unfashionable area, noting that the seats have been too tight for taller visitors, and now no longer as snug as the luxurious chairs in extra current theaters.